I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, and I felt like it was a really odd feeling. The only analogy or the best example I can think of is, just that moment when you're laying in bed going to sleep at night. Just that moment before you're asleep and you're kind of distant. It's like almost like an out of body thing, right? It felt like that, but it was almost like my brain was just shutting down. And so then I woke my wife up, and she woke up and said, "Yeah, what's up?" And I told her, I said, "There's something going on here I may get emotional here. This is a scary moment, man." And she said, "Look at me." So I looked at her, and she asked me a couple of questions, and my left side of my face was sagging a little bit, and I was slurring. She said, "You're having a stroke." And boy, I'm telling you, that was scary. That was scary, man. We got up, she called 911. They helped me downstairs to the basement and said, "Well, you can ride with us to the hospital, or if you prefer, your wife can take you and we'll follow you, because we're going back there anyway." And so I chose to do that. By the time I got to the hospital, I couldn't function at all. I mean, somebody rushed out. They had called ahead. Somebody rushed out from the emergency room and with a wheelchair. I'm a believer. I'm a Christian, and honestly, I was not afraid to die. But the only thing I could think of, Fraser, was my grandkids, my wife, my family. Am I leaving something undone? I spent 1 week in ICU, then 1 week in in-house therapy, physical therapy. First 24 to 48 hours, my whole left side, I was laying in bed, my left side was completely gone. Never having experienced something like that, just the idea that I want to move my arm or close my fingers and I can't. I would wake up every morning. So I'd look at my Facebook, my wife's Facebook and all that sort of stuff. I would have a message from you every single morning, either a voice message or a typed message that it was encouraging. That portion of it was so big. I mean, the support was huge from a lot of different sources coming all in, and it's like, you got this, you're healthy, you're strong, you can work your way out of this, you'll be fine. I had it in my head, in fact, the physical therapist had pumped me up so much, that I was bound and determined. I came into that hospital in a wheelchair, and I was bound and determined that I was going to walk out of there on my own with nobody supporting me, without any support at all. And so I walked from my room went down the elevator out to the car on my own, and that was a victory. To me, that was a mental victory. Obviously, I wanted to do everything I could do to mitigate the possibility of having a follow-up stroke. One of my first things is, okay, I want to talk to Fraser, and we talked, and I asked you, I said, so I think I'm paraphrasing here, but what are your ideas? What are some of the things I can do? And we talked about my diet. You gave me some tips about some supplements to take to open up, obviously open up those blood vessels, get some blood flow through them. The more the merrier, the better, that kind of thing. And I took it all to heart. In fact, I believe I asked you to send me a text or a message with all that stuff in there. And man, I got on Amazon and I filled the cupboards up. All of that I took to heart, put it in place, and it did help. 90 days ago, I was laying in that bed, couldn't move. Now I am probably, I'm gonna guess, about 95%. I can do pretty much everything that I could do before. You and I, and this is one of the ways where I just love our workout sessions, because you push me. The payback and the quality of life is so much better. And the other part of it is, I think a key to this is, a lot of people And I've been guilty of it too. A lot of people go on diets. That's to lose 20 pounds 20 times thing, right? And then gain it back, because you hit that goal and then you just stop. And you know, by default, you just fall right back into where you were. But if you make a lifestyle change and you get that mindset, this is right here is where it all starts. And you get that mindset, that will be a life changer. A lifestyle change will be a life changer. About 5 months, I'll be 70 years old. And I'm telling you, at 70 years old, 75 years old, I want to get on the floor and play with my grandkids and wrestle around with them and play cars and do all the things that they want to do, put together puzzles down on the floor and all those kind of things, to actually have the mobility and the strength and the ability to do those things. I mean, that's huge to me. That's huge. That's quality of life. My name is John Hardy. I am a stroke survivor. I'm 69 years old. I am in the best shape of my life. And I'm telling you right now, regardless of your age, if I can do this, you can do it. If you got the motivation, the desire, and put that in effect and just do it. You can do it.